what's up? It's Tony Zazza. Welcome back to my kitchen. I have been waiting for this day for a very long time. Wassi's got a hold of this product a few weeks ago, and then we had the big game, so we had to do the big game cook-off, and I've just been salivating, waiting to share this with you. If you love beer and you love bread, you're gonna love sourdough, and we're gonna make sourdough on the big green egg. Now, before we even get started, let me say 90% of the stuff I do is on the big green egg. If you don't have a big green egg, do not let that deter you from trying any of these recipes, especially the sourdough that we're gonna make tonight, because this is just incredible. So, what is sourdough? Sourdough is brew bread. And it comes in a package like this. They have, I think, like a dozen plus flavors. Some are sweet, some are savory, and it's so simple. The instructions are on the inside. You don't have to be a good baker, because I can cook all day long, but I am not a good baker. Let's hope, for the sake of this video, that this turns out, and I'm sure it will. But on the inside, it gives you the instructions on how to do it, and actually has recommendations on what types of beers you should use for the type of bread that you're wanting to cook. So I grabbed, this is cinnamon swirl. What I'd like to do is bake the sourdough, cinnamon swirl bread, on the big green egg, let it sit, and then we're gonna let it cool down for a little bit, and then I'd like to flip it around and make some French toast on the egg as well. So here we go, sourdough, and all you need is a bottle of beer to go along with it. And like I said, on the inside, just to show you, like on this one, it works well with porters, sweet stouts, brown ales, and Belgian ales. So I love Blue Moon. This is a Belgian white. It's got a hint of orange to it because it is, I believe, the way they brew this is with orange peels or something like that. So orange cinnamon swirl, sounds like it'd be tasty. We're gonna find out here in just a little bit. But this is it, sourdough, bottle of your favorite beer that goes with this, and we'll be baking here in just a few minutes. This is all you're gonna need to bake this delicious loaf of sourdough. The bag of sourdough comes in like 12 plus flavors. We're going cinnamon swirl because we're gonna make this into French toast after we make the loaf. 2 tablespoons of butter, which we're gonna mix with the cinnamon mixture here in just a second. We've got a mixing bowl, a bottle of beer to go with it. Again, recommendations on the inside with each bag, which is awesome and convenient. A cast iron loaf pan and a cast iron griddle. And this is, we're gonna use obviously after we bake the bread and then let it cool. We'll make French toast out of it, which should be incredible. Reminder, you don't have to do this on the big green egg. I really want you to try sourdough. This stuff is incredible, it's delicious. And the great part about this is you can get all of this at Wassi's Meat Market if you live along the Space Coast, and if not, you can go to wassismeats.com and order off their website. So the first thing we're gonna do based on the instructions, we'll take everything out. There's our sourdough mix, and then here is some cinnamon. And we've melted our butter, as you can see right there. And we're gonna mix this together and then set it aside. Well, most of it's melted. All right, that is ready to go. We'll set that aside. And now the instructions say, pour 1 1/4 cup or 10 ounces of beer into a mixing bowl. And if you're not a beer drinker, they have alternatives as well. So you could do hard cider or carbonated water for this particular flavor. So we've got that already measured out. And then it says, stir by hand until no dry mix is left. The dogs are swarming like sharks. Did you just see the camera jolt? All right, here we go. And it goes. All right, that looks pretty good. Next step is to pour half of it into your loaf pan. So I poured about half in the loaf pan per the instructions. Next we're going to take our cinnamon mixture and just kind of run it over the top of that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and you'll see why here in a second. And then now we're going to take the rest of it. Right over the top. Looks like I put a little more than half in there, but who's counting, right? Spread it out. My spatula is in the oven. But I'm telling you, this should turn out great. And then you want to take your knife and just swirl, swirl, swirl. And then there you go, level it out a little bit. And that's it. Now it's ready to go on the egg, 350 degrees, indirect heat for 1 hour. So the egg's at 350 degrees, indirect heat. We'll go ahead and set this bad boy in the middle. Close the top. Set the timer, and an hour from now we should have a nice, beautiful sourdough loaf of cinnamon swirl bread with blue moon in it. So our sourdough has been on the egg now for an hour at 350 degrees. Let's take a look. Oh wow, look at that. You get a better look when we get inside, but I'm going to pull this off now and take it in. So I've taken it off the egg now, and it'll sit here for 15 minutes, and then we'll get started on the French toast. Look how beautiful that looks. It smells ridiculous. I wish we had a scratch and sniff on this, but we don't. So there's our loaf. I've already cut a couple slices. It looks absolutely beautiful. It smells incredible, and now we're going to put it in our French toast egg mixture, and we'll throw it on the big green egg cast iron griddle and see how this tastes. So we've sliced the bread, we got our egg mixture ready. Let's make some French toast. First thing we're gonna do is throw that butter on there. Get it nice and primed. All right, here we go. First piece. It smells ridiculous. So the French toast is off the big green egg, and there it is. And again, you don't have to make French toast out of this. You can just throw it in the toaster, enjoy it on a nice Sunday brunch. But have fun. Soberdough, available at Wassi's Meat Market. 12 different flavors, absolutely incredible, super easy and fun. Check it out. All the info's down below. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and please also let us know if there's something you want to see us try on the big green egg. We're always up for new adventures. Enjoy. Have a great weekend.